Hello everybody and welcome to Lush and Salty Aquariums. My name is Stefan. Thank you for coming to the channel. We're in front of my 22.5 gallon ADA cube aquarium, and I just wanted to show it off for you, if I might be so brash, because it's looking resplendent this evening. Even the CO2 bubbles I find to be captivating like champagne, like my fish are swimming in champagne, and I like that, right? So we've got some rummy nose rasbora, these glorious slate colored fish with the red noses and the tips of their tails. They share a similar name to the very common iconic rummy nose tetra, but these are a bit rarer, a bit more expensive, and in my view, a bit more beautiful, right? Although this is not meant to be a beauty contest, both fish are outstanding examples within their field. We also have some SB rasbora, often called lamb chop or pork chop rasboras. They are the slightly smaller cousin to the harlequin rasbora. I like them just a teeny tiny bit more because A, they're a bit teeny tinier, and also they have that bronze hue to them, whereas the other larger rasbora, which I have 25 of them, so don't get me wrong, I love those too. They don't quite have that sheen like these do. I also have a honey gourami. You can see his face right there. How about it? Hi, honey. Here's looking at you, baby. And then this tank is home to all kinds of invertebrates. Here you see a nearite snail and a mystery snail in the back there. That's the magenta variety, my favorite. I like that. Then I like the black ones because their yellow foot just shows so well, and they have an incredible majesty about them despite being a snail, and to the layman, kind of a clumsy, sort of awkward and weird looking creature, but those of us in the hobby just adore the grace to which these small beasts move about the tank, doing their good work, cleaning the glass, cleaning the leaves, cleaning the substrate. I love me some mystery snails. Unfortunately, in some of my tanks, they have a tendency to get caught up in the inflow pipe for my canister filter, and they can get seriously hurt in that regard. That soft foot of theirs will get stuck in between the grid, and that has happened to me, and it's a terrible thing. I also have some ember tetras. There's a couple of them there. The classic ubiquitous ember tetra, but in a planted aquarium, you can't go wrong. And they tend to go with so many different kinds of fish, so peaceable. It's a great way to get red into your aquarium, the color red, and they're very, very inexpensive. And for an egg scatterer or a tetra, pretty easy to breed too, although I don't have any experience in that regard. I guess in many ways, the main feature of this aquarium are the plants. Kind of too many to mention. I've got Rotala indica in the back there to the left, Pogostemon octopus in the back there to the right. I've got leopard veil. You see some of that great reddish bronze leaf structure up there. All kinds of crypts, and then some Blixa japonica down here, Sterigen repens. I have mosses. I have some booch plant there, Bucephalandra. How cool is that? There's Sirius stone, and this is ironwood. I just trimmed, believe it or not, which is why you can see the stone and the wood at all, because when this tank is in full jungle mode, you'd be hard pressed to even find a glimpse of the hardscape, to be honest with you. I've got Anubias, different kinds that's bigger than a petite, but I'm using it like a Anubias petite, literally affixed to the driftwood. You see a new leaf right there in the center. There's another piece of it there. There's some of the moss I spoke of earlier, those champagne bubbles, right? You know, this tank is directly in front of me when I sit in my chair in the fish room, and I love all my aquariums, don't get me wrong, but it's so nice to have this one right in front of me because it's my most consistently outstanding performer. I mean, knock on wood, I've never had to go in here and do anything major other than keep it clean and well maintained. The fish stock has been essentially the same, although the rummy nose rasboras were put in about 4 months ago. Basically everything else has been here since day one, and everything has been happy since day one. And that's not always gonna be your experience in this hobby. Part of the quote-unquote fun are the challenges which erupt sometimes when you least expect them. And it's nice when you have a fish room with a dozen aquariums to not always have those challenges in each and every one of your tanks. So this has been my consistent blue ribbon performer. I hope you appreciate this little overview of the tank. Any questions, any comments, please feel free to share, and I'll talk to you again soon. As always, folks, keep your hands in the tank, and ciao for now.